But like he said, I had always suspected if they didn't get it done by the 31st, he wouldn't care. He would go get them anyway. And that's the thing. He also has mentioned twice. You know, I'm sorry. This is why I want to read it. He has mentioned twice. This was very pointed. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. He has mentioned twice. Afghanistan doesn't have an airport. Then he stutters. He might use that. And says, Afghanistan doesn't have an air force. The people who do are Pakistan. And Pakistan, they better not. They better not come in. He also said, leave our people alone. Don't touch us. Well, look what happened. We know our enemies want us in a war. There is a much bigger plan that is going on. So don't get freaked out that, you know, oh my gosh, we're going to a war. He said in his last speech, we need to stop doing stuff like this. We need to work from a counterterrorism effort, which is kind of the asymmetrical game. We're getting bogged down with tangible weaponry and people on the ground where we can do this in a much more streamlined way. So I need to know why. I'm going to put this aside. I'm sorry. Why did Biden emphasize the fact, Afghanistan doesn't have an airport? He said it twice. Okay. Thank you so much. He said, Afghanistan, let me think about that. Afghanistan doesn't have an air force. That was so deliberate. Okay, I have to write this out or I'll forget. I see how I'm supposed to do this. Afghanistan doesn't have an air force. They do not have an air force. These are the secret doors. So if you were playing on a game show and you had to pick a door, this is why I said there's no Air Force and this is my secret plan. Pick a door. Pick a door, any doors. Let's see what happens. And he targeted that with a message. This is the message to the Russia-China. This is the message to the Talibs. Talibs, Paki, let's just say ISIS, Al-Qaeda. This was a message to all you guys because this is what's going to knock you off your feet. This is the thing you don't want to mess with, okay? So that's what I want to know. These two cards fell out. So he said twice. Let me repeat. There's no Air Force. There is no Air Force. There's no Air Force. There's no Air Force, he says. Did you hear him? He's going to even stutter for us on purpose. These are the 4 things why he said they have no Air Force. Talking to you, Talibs. Paki. Oh, wait. Oh, I need to add one. Okay. You can't forget him. You don't have any Air Force, and this is my plan. Pay attention. ISIS, Al-Qaeda. Because this is the big one. This is a big one. Boom, 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 boom. And it's going to affect Russia, China, how? It'll hit you how? It's going to hit you like this. And the ISIS. Now, SALEH. He was the vice president. President Ghani fled. In the Afghanistan Constitution, it states clearly, if a president flees the nation, I mean, it's really bad when you have to put that in a constitution. If you flee the nation, which he did, the vice president becomes the caretaker president. They are the president. There is an Afghanistan constitution that Don Julio and Pompeo disregarded, negotiated with terrorists to install them at the top of the Afghanistan government, which is a coup. This is like their coup, and nobody in the MSM is calling them out because they have a president. SALEH. He and the Afghan resistance are up in the mountains. They are preparing. I will tell you, since 2020, yeah, there's been a plan in case the worst happens. So, there's no Air Force. What does this mean to... I have to use a different deck. He said that. What did he mean? Ooh. What did he mean then to Sally? SALEH. He, I think his name is Amrullah. AMRULLAH. SALEH. Number 2. He has a Twitter. He has a Twitter and he posts stuff once in a while. He posted today. He is such a good man. The person that led their military, he is devoted to fighting the Talibs because they're monsters. He hates them. He will not share a ceiling with them. He will never forget that the night before 9/11, his leader, I don't know if his dad, someone, their heroic leader was killed by the Talibs. Like the night before 9/11. I haven't gotten back to that yet. They knew Afghanistan there was going to be retaliation by the United States hitting, and they didn't want to have to fight that guy because that guy was a hero. So, Biden says, Afghanistan does not have an Air Force. What does this mean? Talking to the audience of him. Oh, that reminds me. When our Defense Department, DOD Austin, and the other gentleman held a press conference last week, and they said, why didn't you retake, I don't know. I guess it was the old airport that was shut down. And Austin said, that's a really good question. Why did that happen? I will tell you the tarot's been showing me they wanted to keep it shut down because whatever was going to happen, people were going to run for the airports. And I think they've got something staged there with like satellites or transmissions or communications. Like with him. Shh. For entertainment purposes only. I could be wrong. Hi, Larry. What is it? Bagram. Yes. Okay. These two cards fell out. They don't have an Air Force. We've got the King of Pentacles reverse. The funder. The money behind what's going on in Afghanistan. This is also a broke Donald with no money. The Eight of Cups reversed. We're coming back. We are going to revisit this place. You guys don't have air defense. You're stuck on the ground. It's going to leave you people on the ground spinning in circles. You don't have an Air Force. The Ace of Cups is the very coveted thing that is wanted so badly. And, look at all that equipment, weaponry we left there. Reversed, wah-wah. The Five of Swords kind of leaves you guys like sitting ducks. Meaning, this might be easy to take you guys out because you don't have an Air Force. These are the 4 prizes we're considering, because there's no Air Force. Speaking to you, to the Russia, China, it kind of makes you weak. It weakens you so much. Oh boy. We know how to weaken you, which is going to affect them by the judgments, the power, how to take them on from the air, because whatever we do when we come back, we don't have to worry about having an Air Force come. It's like open skies. We get to make the best decisions. Look at everybody looking up and looking at us and what we're doing. It's Russia, China going to be at the mercy because of this one fact. Door number 2, Talibs. The Packy Talibs. 5 of Pentacles. You are SOL. You cannot access these values, the valuables you want in the institution. You know, like how all the bankers are leaving? Everybody is leaving them and stranding them. Because there's no Air Force, there are certain important things they cannot access. They can't get people to start it up. They are locked out of the thing that makes them all warm and happy as being in charge. I mean, be careful what you wish for. And because of that, it's going to hit them. Betrayal. It's going to hit them because the United States is going to set things straight. Looking at you, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. There is no Air Force in Afghanistan. There's no Air Force. We, the White House, have an established Air Force that can move anywhere. We know how to use the stuff on the ground there. You don't. Which means this is going to be an easy conspiracy to pull off. And we're going to be able to assess everything that you're doing on the ground. There have been whispers about our new technology that's coming out as far as being able to massively sort through tons of data points to find out where people are. And I saw the pictures of the Talibs wearing all those U.S. uniforms, the camouflage, and they are using those weapons. And it's like, you guys, those uniforms are booby-trapped. They have your location device. I don't even know what they did to those uniforms and their weapons, but it's like they glow. They glow on the screen if you're going to look for them. They're so easy to find. And they don't know it. They think they're just wearing cool USA stuff. They're sitting ducks. And the big final thing, because there is no Air Force, we've got the 2 of Swords. You make this easy to find you. It is not much effort. 1, 2. Bada bing, bada boom. I see you. The 8 of Swords. Terrorism. Turned on its head. No more. The people that you conspired with, the agents, the governments that set this whole thing up, this whole Afghanistan, let's raid Afghanistan, gone. You're going to be living a nightmare because of this. You can make your life living heck. Now, President Saleh, you have no Air Force. You're strong, because I think of what's set up at that. What is it about? Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. What was the name of that airport again? Why don't we take what's that airport? Someone wrote it. You don't have an Air Force. he has an airport. I don't know how our administration is making him strong, giving him so much strength, but look, he gets to use it against the Russia-China. There's something going on that he is made so strong by this administration. They planned for this fallout plan. President Saleh, you do not have an Air Force. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of help. We are going to try to help you out as much as we can with all the data, all the information systems that you need. We've already had discussions about this, the Three of Pentacles reverse. We've already made these decisions. We've gotten everything in order for you. It's just a matter of time. And that's our agreement. We'll tell you when it's time to go. You guys, this is so awesome. This keeps showing up with him. There's something going on that is helping him so much. And these yahoos don't know. They don't know at all. They are playing the old game from the Saturn Jupiter of 2000 when Donald was in charge. And even our GOP has not realized that. This is a brand new platform. It's why 2020 sucked so badly. But here, we are going to reap the benefits. The other thing with the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction from last Christmas, I want to find... I wrote this note down because it is just so Saturn-Jupiter. The Christmas star. I'm going to read this again. December 21st, 2020. Like I said, we get a Saturn-Jupiter conjunction every 20 years. The last one happened in Taurus conjunct Donald's midheaven. It helped him a lot. Astrology doesn't lie. As much as you dislike him, it helped him a lot. That's so true. In Aquarius, it hasn't happened in Aquarius since the year 1405. This is the promise of that Saturn-Jupiter. The ancient Persians said that the Saturn-Jupiter Aquarius ushers in a new dynasty that will last for 200 years. And the dynasty continues in 20-year cycles. And it will take the first 10 years to rebuild the dynasty on a world level with global interdependence. So if anyone is going to put money on the Talibs and how they used to do this, pull this crap in the Middle East, you're going to lose. I would not place money on that bet. And as President Biden says, don't bet against the United States. We've seen this pony show, whatever you call that, in 2001. We have learned. We have a North Node return. We've learned all of our lessons. And we've planned, which is the next part I'm going to talk about. How you guys doing? That's kind of cool, huh? Yes, please give the Queen a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it because that would help support my channel. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. Time to get ready for bed. We'll be listening. Okay, Deb. That's okay. Queen Anderson promise. Yes, I promise. What's this promise? Bagram. Yes, thank you. I can't keep this straight. Okay. Awesome. Oh, Leslie, can you look at McMaster talking today? I don't want to. I saw that and I just like swiped. I'm like, you're such an assholeo. I was so mad at him. I'm like, no wonder you came out and had that crappy press conference. Well, whatever Don Holio did, whatever he did when. Oh, what did he say? What did he say? I was so mad at him. He's on my list too. Ew, you want a flight Monday from Chicago to Denver with mansion? Did you ask him how much, what part of the Afghanistan investment he gets? I swear to God, that's all Afghanistan is. All these spies have been promised around the world, the spies from different governments. Hang in there. Let's keep this war going in Afghanistan. I'll give you a chunk of the pie because there's trillions to be had in Afghanistan. You could be a billionaire. No problem. I think all these assholios are waiting to be the billionaire from Afghans' riches. That's why they want to keep us there. It's midnight here. Okay, good night. Turning us into night owls. Well, happier night owls. I just want to say that glove should have it. Queen, tell the class the importance of 6520. Pamela. I will tell it really quickly. 6520. I don't even know what. Why were we even talking about this? It was the clue that I had. That something was very consequential. That whatever Biden did this day, okay, was super consequential to this full moon that we were having. Like it, super destiny. Because of the north nodes. There was 11 Gemini in here. But I clicked it all together. I'm like, Biden did something that's so super consequential for what's going to happen, like with the outcome of what's going on in Kabul. Well, thank you. My dear Pamela said, oh, Biden won the nomination on June 5th, 2020. So there's that. There's that fate as well. It was so, because it was a really cool story, but I was like, I can't remember why this is so important. But, you know, it's all about kicking ass. Again. Oh, thank you, Linda. He said a lot of crap, mainly that the Taliban and ISIS were working together, and Biden is a fool for working with Taliban at the airport. Oh, he said that? What? You worked with Trumpo. Okay. Okay. The mama bear. I've got spikes on my head that just grew out because I'm like, what did you say? Oh, McMaster. Okay, where do I start? McMaster? What's this crap you said today? What's this? Like, this deck isn't even worthy. So mad. McMaster. Be a ghost. Poof. Okay, this is the Ghost Tarot. Okay. So McMaster said some things today about the Taliban and ISIS. Of course, so out of line. More of a distraction, not with America's success. And to criticize